these people celebrated too soon. Um, it's a couple things. Like, one of the movies that came to me was Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I was just talking about it with a friend the other day. How Helen was like, "You tried to keep it from me, and she got it all, right? She walked away with a couple of her things and a little bit of yours, like a little slut, and she went on up out of here." I feel like people just did not see you for who you was, man. And let me tell you something. You beautiful, mom. You beautiful. Yeah. Hey, you handsome. Trust me and believe me, let me tell you something. You best go look at yourself in the mirror. Ain't shit wrong with you. You up there with some of the best. When people can't see you for who you are because they are blinded by the gift and the blessing that God is trying to bestow upon them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. You understand what I'm saying? And see, some people got to hit rock bottom. They got to be taken advantage of, and they have to be done the same way that they did other people in order for them to understand that they shouldn't have done that to nobody. And they also got to feel it, what they wanted and what they did and caused upon another individual that did nothing but love them. And so now you are moving towards what is meant for you. People can no longer block you off. They see somebody is irritated. It's like they know it's coming, and they see that they can't stop it, but they still doing things. But they see like you are being used by God. So your strength is not your strength. Your perseverance is not your perseverance. Like, it's all God. You understand what I'm saying? The average Joe would have been giving up. They can't make you give up because God is not slating you, and it's not slating you for defeat. He's slating you for success. So they can't defeat you. They can't stop you. They can't break you. But see, they about to find out by abusing divination, by abusing their power, by abusing their positions. You understand what I'm saying? Also, the other movie that I'm getting is The Craft. You see that in the end, that girl had roaches, snakes. Those are all vermin and animals and insects of Satan. And what was she doing? That girl had to realize the power within her in order for her to be strong and not be fearful of whoever it was that was trying to cause illusions over her life. People can no longer cast illusions over your life. You understand what I'm saying? They can no longer affect your reality, right? But the very thing that they wanted for you is what's about to happen to them. Go watch that movie, The Craft, and go watch Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You see that in the end, both of them, what was good and what was righteous and what was just, get theirs in the end, right? Evil never prevail over what's good. And so once that girl realized that she had a power because she got her powers from her mother that passed over, you also got a passed over loved one that is watching over you. And you may feel some type of way by me saying it, but let me tell you something. I don't tell no lies. Like, you have someone, like she had someone, which was her mother, that was watching over her, that was telling her you have the power within you, activated. And once she was able to activate it, you understand what I'm saying? She was able to return all that negative energy. She was able to shoot it back to that girl. She was able to protect herself and stop that person from using their powers to hurt themselves and other people. She ended up in the loony bin. She ended up committed. And the other two friends that was rolling with her, that went up against her, that came to the girl in the end that they went against, was like, oh, we wanted to see if you still had your powers, right? She didn't want to tell much of anything to him, so they assumed she didn't. When they walked off and that girl made that tree branch fall on top of their head, they realized then some people are not going to be genuine towards you. They're going to try to come back, be nice, whatever, trying to get up in your business, right? Because they're trying to figure out what you know, what you got going on. It's in that moment that they're going to get stopped too. God is stopping on all ends, because not only does he know that you tired, he is tired of people sitting up here trying to defeat you, don't even know what the hell you done been through. If they knew, baby, they wouldn't be sitting up here trying to bogart your blessings and your success. Seeing that all the shit you done been through, you 10 times more deserving of it than the next man. I'm telling you right now, when I tell you done earned this shit 10 times over, what you done been through, how you handle situations, how you've done nothing but give back and love people, let me tell you something, baby. They celebrated too soon. They celebrated your defeat, your demise, your downfall too damn soon. You killed them, and you killed this whole situation with kindness. You know another movie that I'm getting? The Pig. Nicolas Cage was in it. They did this man horrible, stole this man pig. It was a truffle pig. So that truffle pig was able to snuff out truffles or whatever. It took place in Portland, Oregon. Long story short, He, in the end, found out who took the pig. You know what he decided to do? Cook a meal for this man. Not no any kind of shabby little meal. He ain't half-assed it. He went all in. Used his connects that he had, because he used to have he used to be a prominent figure in that community. And so when the man was eating the meal that he had prepared for him and was drinking the wine and everything like that, he couldn't even finish the damn meal. Don't you know that man, he stopped and was crying? When Nicholas followed him in the office, the man broke down. First he was like, "Get out my house." Then he was like, he broke down. He was like, by the time the pig got to me, they was so rough with her. And I feel like it wasn't until Nicholas heard him say, she just was no more when she got to me. She was already dead. When I've never seen a grown man that already had to get his pride and ego out the way to come to another man that purposely sought him out to defeat him. Some people just don't like competition. Even if it's small competition, even if they know you're not on the same level. They don't, when they see you getting tracked, they don't want no competition. They don't want no competition. They could have millions and billions and all you got is $100,000 up in your bank account. They'll try to snuff your ass out. These are heartless individuals who don't know themselves, and they want to stomp on the little man, not knowing how hard that little man done work for just his little house, just his little garden. Don't know how hard you work, don't know how many doors were slammed up in your face, but want to snuff you out when you get a little piece of success. Let me tell you something. It took so much for that grown man to cook another grown man that had assaulted him a whole meal. And don't you know at the end of the day, like, it took that man having to come to terms and grips with himself of what he had did and wanted upon another. And he couldn't even bring himself to tell the truth. That's why he kept pushing Nicholas away. But eventually he broke down and told him. Like I said, that whole thing was people want to snuff you out. They don't like your competition. But you still kill people with kindness. Because I feel for some of you, that's how you about to find out the truth. For some of you, the way that you move towards these people who violated you, went up against you, and they expected a different outcome or result, and they didn't get it, it's making people feel bad. It's so much proof. It's like people want so bad for you to prove that they were right for going up against you, and they just not getting that proof. They not getting that validation because they know they was dead wrong from the get-go. They even want that for you, to even come after you like that. People are not taking accountability. But I feel like your kindness, your meekness, your humble spirit, and the way that you move, you know what I'm saying, your integrity, your honor that you possess, it's just really showing people in more ways than one. It's really making people self-evaluate themselves. Because they celebrated your demise too soon. They celebrated coming up against you, wanting the absolute worst for you too soon, and they're seeing how you're pushing through and you're persevering. And a lot of people just know if they was in your shoes, they just wouldn't handle situations like that. So not only you gaining respect, you backing up, a lot of people backing up, they don't want no parts of it no more, they don't want to go up against you no more. But you got those relentless few individuals, I feel, that initiated this whole thing against you, that still feel like they got a chance if they just keep going at it. And like I said, it doesn't matter if they losing jobs, losing cars, feeling fatigue. It doesn't matter if they can't get nothing. They in the damn hole, and they still coming after you. When someone goes after you that hard, you got to know that whatever it is that they're trying to prevent you from having, you understand what I'm saying? It's so big and massive that they just don't want it to be you. They just don't want it to be you. They don't want you to have your shine. They don't want you to have your moment. But I keep telling you, you've earned this already. God has already placed you in position. So the most that they could do is give it the hell up. Give it up, and accept their defeat. Right? And accept their defeat and their demise for sitting up here coming up against you. They celebrated too soon. You killed these people with kindness. You handled everything that came to you your way. Everything. People not choosing you. They chose the wrong person. That's their damn problem. That's not yours. You understand what I'm saying? People sitting up here going up against you, but now they breaking down and want to tell you the truth because they seen you always been a good person. You was a good person when they sat up here and came up with these plans to want the worst for you. So what's up? Ain't nothing changed. Some of these people are basket cases, and they did a very good job at hiding that. They caused hate trains. They created hate trains, smear campaigns against you. And now these people feel bad who was once part of these campaigns, got on that train to sit up here and talk mess about you. But you got some whose hearts are softening because they realized that they came up against an innocent. They came up against an innocent who did nothing but love on people, stay to themselves, stay and mind their business. You don't want to be people's enemy. You don't want to be a problem. But they picked and wanted a problem with you. And now God is about to end it all.